No, it's written made in China. Come on. Come on. When are we going to improve? When are we going to be proud of ourselves? Most of these things, you check them, they are made in Africa. But because if they write made in Africa, we will not patronize it. So they end up writing made in wherever. Why do a lot of us Africans prefer things that are made abroad? Because sometimes even when we go to the mall to shop and then we pick things and then we are all guilty of that. We are all guilty, right? We pick things and then we look at the where it's made from, and if we see made in Nigeria or made in Ghana or made in Kenya or made in wherever, we hardly patronize it. We feel if it's made in Africa, then it's inferior. We drop it aside and then we go for made in the USA, made in where? Made in Canada, made in Germany, made in China. Yeah, a lot of times we prefer made in China even to what is made here in our continent. Now there are factors that lead to most of these decisions that are made by Africans, and I think this is what we should talk about so as to enhance and help ourselves grow better as a continent, right? One of the reasons why I think a lot of persons prefer made outside Africa is because of quality. We have told ourselves, we have agreed within ourselves, and not just agreeing with ourselves. It is seen in most cases that what is made in Africa is inferior to what is made in the West, what is made abroad. Reason being that when you bring what is made in Africa and then you bring what is made outside Africa and then you compare them, you see that there's a slight difference in the quality. And this is where I'm going to talk about those producing things for us to consume in Africa should try their best to enhance, right? Enhance what, if you check what is made outside Africa, it's quite expensive. It's quite expensive, and people do not care about what they're going to spend. What they care about is the quality of what they are paying for. And this is what I think we should work more as Africans when we are producing things that we would want Africans to consume. Because you preparing food for your children, I don't see the reason why you should prepare food that is not of quality, food that is not nutritious, right? You would want to prepare food that is nutritious so your children could grow better and stronger. So why not? When we produce things that we want us to consume here, why not we produce it of quality so that we can consume what we produce? Right, so that it will help the economy of Africa grow better. Now, when you talk about that, you talk about the other side, and that is some of us have concluded things made in Africa these days are good. I think they are improving. Africans are improving in terms of producing things that are of quality, and the problem here now is that we do not want to patronize ourselves. We still have that notion, or that we still allow ourselves to be brainwashed that we are not good, what we produce is not of quality, and we look at ourselves as inferior. So we ask ourselves, if it's made in Nigeria, why would I go and buy something that's made in Nigeria? Why would I buy something that is made in Ghana or wherever? Why wouldn't I buy something that is made outside the country? And sometimes we boast, yeah, I bought this from the US, I got this from Canada, I got this from wherever. You could see the pride when we talk about things like this, and it's a shame. It's a shame because you are in Africa. When you produce your stuff and then you send it out, do you think this person will patronize this? This is the question that we need to ask ourselves. Because they have looked at us as inferior, and we're also looking at ourselves as inferiors. Do you think they're going to patronize what we produce and send there? The answer is no. Sorry. Now, if we do not patronize ourselves, then how do you think that we're going to grow? If we patronize and we see fault in it, then we can ginger them. No, this thing you produce is not of quality. Why not increase the quality and increase the price so that we can get it? Because quality should be what we should go for. But no, most of the times we do not think of this like this, and you could see that the level of which we have even gone, we are so shameless these days that we produce even toothpick, ordinary toothpick we write made in China, we write made in Germany. Ordinary toothpick, wooden toothpick that you see, I don't know. Do I have that sample here? This is written made in China, and this wooden one is written made in China. Come on. Come on, when are we going to improve? When are we going to be proud of ourselves? Most of these things, you check them, they are made in Africa. But because if they write made in Africa, we will not patronize it. So they end up writing made in wherever. So that we can patronize. And it's killing our image because they don't see that we can get things for ourselves. They look at us as people that cannot produce quality things for ourselves. When we produce them and give the glory to these people, come on. Come on, we have to do more. We have to do more in terms of things like this. And as citizens, as Africans, we should do more in patronizing ourselves. We should give credit to ourselves when things are done well, so that I think these persons will not be disgracing us like this. This is wooden toothpick that is made in China, and it's everywhere. You go to the market, you see things like this. It's like that. You can imagine. Doesn't mean we don't have rubber to produce this in Africa. And it's written made in China. We have to wake up. Africa, I said, we have everything. God gave us the mineral resources, the manpower. Okay, it's enough the ones we've learned. Why not we come back home and utilize this knowledge and then make use of the resources that we have to? I'm not saying you should change your prospects. I'm not saying you should change your the way you think or the way you see things. I'm not saying it's overnight, but gradually we can start getting used to the things that we have here and then tell ourselves gradually enough of all these things we bring out from outside. Right now, just imagine this idea of rice. One time that these persons were importing expired rice to Africa, right? They import expired food to us because we look at ourselves like we cannot do this thing that this person does. So they bring even what is not good to us and we consume them. Most of the cars that are shipped down to Africa are cars that sometimes are about to be outdated, or cars that are outdated, cars that they feel that it's not okay for them to use anymore. Those are the things they ship down here. Now when we talk about this, we talk about fairly used things that we think it's okay, we can use them. And then we fill our continent with expired things, because by the time they come down, maybe their lifespan is maybe 2 years or a year. You get the point. They might have used them and then the lifespan is just remaining a year or 2 years, and they ship it down here, and then we get them. They become problems to us. Now we dump them here, we pollute our waters, we pollute our environment, we destroy ourselves with our hands. We use our hands to go buy these things and then bring them here to destroy ourselves. Like I keep saying, we have been seen as a dumping ground. Africa is seen as a dumping ground because we Africans have refused to utilize the knowledge, to utilize the manpower that we have to help ourselves grow better. So these things will keep happening. We will keep complaining. There was a time they were importing rubber rice to Africa. I don't know if you heard of that. The rice was made of rubber. Now, are they not just ready to wipe us off the face of the earth? And would you blame them? When we have all these things, is it food? We have food. But we prefer what is brought from outside. Right? We have clothing. We prefer what we buy from outside. And most of this clothing we get are being produced and being made with chemicals that are harmful, that are toxic to our health. And we buy these things. Sometimes we don't even wash them. I think there was a video I did about Shein, H&M, all these bigger companies, clothing like companies that produce clothes, and how I think I made a video about that. Now we buy these things. We do not care about the chemicals that are being used to produce these things. These chemicals, are they chemicals that are friendly to humans? We do not care about them, and then we use this thing directly and tell ourselves, Obodo Ibo is from outside country. It's from outside the country. Yes, and we are happy that it's from outside country, without caring the negative side of these things that we use I keep saying that God was not stupid to have created Africa and put us in this region, in the place we are, and giving us all that we need. He wasn't stupid. He knew that there will be a time where we will need to depend solely on ourselves. And that time is now. If we do not start now, when are we going to start? Like I said, it's better late than never. It's better we start now, get used to how things are, and gradually things will get better for our future and then the future of our children, right? But when we do not start now, we keep shying away. When is it gonna happen? Do leave your comments at the section below. Why do you think that we still prefer things that are made outside Africa? Like we look at things that are made outside Africa as superior, then things that are made within Africa, we look at it as inferior. Then why can we grow? How can we grow, if we keep having this notion? Thank you so much. Leave your comments and thought there, like I said, at the section below, and I will see you in my next one. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and then hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. You know, this when you talk about things like this, it's so painful that you ask yourself, with the amount of personnel we have in Africa, the amount of people we have, we are smart, we are knowledgeable, right? Most of these persons use are citizens, and then they utilize their dreams, they achieve their dreams, and then we are here, we are being looked at as people that are so inferior, people that good things cannot come out from. But it's not like that. We are just painting ourselves the other light. And I'll see you in my next one. I still remain Abigail Lucy Mary. Love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Bye.